Howdy folks, welcome to Sham and COVY'S Emporium of Awesome. Today on a Vincent's Voice movie review, I am reviewing the movie Spider-Man No Way From Home. The newest Spider-Man movie just got released today, so I wanted to come back on stuff and do a non-spoiler review on stuff of this movie on stuff, just to give my initial thoughts on stuff for people out there if they're on the fence of seeing this, which if you're on the fence, that's just crazy, because this movie on stuff, just from the concept of it from previews and that, looked awesome already on stuff. So, and this movie was awesome. It was really, really good. It's probably my favorite Spider-Man movie out of all of them. Like I say, also I liked a bunch of them quite a bit, and like I say, also this one was just way above it. No stuff. It was just really good all around. Like Tom playing stuff, Peter Parker was great. I think he was fantastic in this one also as Peter Parker also, just from every little bit also that he does also for the character stuff. He really also is Peter Parker also, and that's what makes him also so great also as Spider-Man also. It's kind of like Batman. If they get a good character also, or a good actor to play Bruce Wayne, I feel that the Batman character also just kind of falls into place. And this type of Spider-Man also is just really working also really, really well. So he was great in this movie. I thought also the villains also that were in this movie, I thought they were all fantastic as well. Like I was saying, non-spoiler, so I'm not going to go into the story or things that happen on stuff. Like I saying, lots of stuff happens in this movie. It is really great. It has, like I saying, it has good comedy stuff in it. It doesn't feel forced. The movie doesn't seem to drag on. It has a good pace to it also with the characters and their interaction and that. Yeah, like I said, it had really good parts to it also. Lots of emotional things that really hit you right in the feels. There's some good ones and stuff like that in this and that. It makes, like I say, it makes you laugh, it makes you cry on stuff, it makes you go wow and stuff, it makes you want to cheer on stuff, things like that on stuff. It's just all over the place on stuff. A really good movie experience. I highly recommend seeing this in theater. And like I say, it's not super like out crazy on stuff, kind of like Avengers, like Endgame type of thing. So it's not that caliber of type of movie on stuff. So it's not, obviously it's not as great as that, but nothing I don't think ever will be stuff. But for just a Marvel movie or a Spider-Man movie on stuff, this is fantastic. It is right up there on stuff for sure with my favorite Marvel movies on stuff. Yeah, it's got to be. I haven't thought about it yet, but it's got to be up on stuff in the top. Probably 5 favorite and stuff like that. And I know like Sony and Marvel are a little bit different, but you can throw on stuff the Spider-Man movies on stuff into those, and that's how much on stuff I enjoyed this movie on stuff with all the different characters on stuff that are in it on stuff, all the different moments, all the different stuff wow moments that are in it. It's just fantastic. It's just a really, really good stuff movie to see. Very recommended. Highly recommend it. Like I say, I'm giving this movie on stuff a 12 out of 12. There's at the moment on stuff, I can't think of flaws on stuff that I didn't like in it. Actually, there was one that I didn't really like in it, stuff, but that doesn't affect my score. So it was just something I didn't think on stuff. I'm like, really? Something like that could happen? I don't think so, but that's okay. It's just a very minor thing. Also, like I was saying, there's no way I'm taking a point off a score just for that little thing that kind of bugged me. There are 2 end credit scenes, so stick around on stuff. Like I was saying, there's one kind of a little bit after, and then there's one at the very, very end. So stick around to the very end also to see both those on stuff. They're both very cool and stuff like that. Very interesting to see. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to keep this one spoiler free, so it's not going to be too long. I just wanted to come on here and say go see this movie. Like I said, I'm sure if you're a fan of Marvel or Spider-Man, you already want to see this anyway, so seeing my review isn't going to make a difference. But see this movie, try to keep it and try. I know it's probably not going to be easy to keep spoiler free stuff, especially more days stuff that come out. The longer you wait to see it, the easier it'll be stuff to just go on Facebook or YouTube or somewhere and see something stuff that this movie stuff is going to spoil. And you should really try not to do that stuff. You should really go into this stuff with just kind of what you got stuff from the trailers stuff, from the theories that you have in your head stuff about what you want in this movie or what you think is going to be in this movie, all that stuff obviously also we'll get answered also throughout this movie, and finding the stuff that you're right or not right about all stuff is one of the great experiences of seeing this. That's why I wanted to see this as soon as possible, so none of that could get ruined, and it could be first stuff and great. And for me, anyways, not everybody is like that stuff. That some people don't mind finding out things, but I find that kind of wrecks my experience stuff of that moment in the movie stuff. And I highly recommend stuff going in stuff just with an open mind stuff and no spoilers, and just go and see and have a good time and enjoy it, and you're going to. So, okay, that is going to be my review for this. I'm going to keep it pretty short. So, thank you very much for joining. Please like the video so people can find more of my reviews. Please subscribe if you like hearing me talk about my opinions on movies. You can also comment if you agree or disagree also with the movies. Doesn't matter to me. I have my own opinions. So maybe I'll make also a spoiler one of this, so I can go into more detail of all the little things stuff that were in it that I thought was fantastic. So until then, thank you very much for joining, and have a good day. Bye.